The UFC made its grand return to New York last weekend in what proved to be another historic visit to Madison Square Garden. The promotion's penultimate pay-per-view card of the year was headlined by Jon Jones' octagon return against former champion Stipe Miocic. And the mixed martial arts legend made the maiden defense of his heavyweight crown with a sensational stoppage victory in UFC 309's main event. Jones, 37, stopped Miocic in the third round of their MSG melee with a stunning spinning back kick to the body. And he celebrated his first 265-pound title defense by channeling his inner Donald Trump, who was cagside for the Clash of Legends. Sunsport had one of the best seats in the house at the world's most famous arena. And we spotted several things TV cameras didn't broadcast, which you can watch in the video above. Former pound-for-pound King Jones made time for one of his biggest fans, who he met during fight week, as he basked in the glow of his historic title defense. Earlier in the week, had secured tickets for fight fan and brave bone cancer battler Keir Christie. And Christie was given one of the best seats in the house just behind the media section. Best free BET sign-up offers for UK bookmakers as he made his way backstage. Jones, who was still on cloud nine, took the time to have a conversation with the youngster. He easily could have forgotten about young Christie, who was beaming with joy, but gave him the time of day during one of the biggest moments of his career. A classy moment from the heavyweight champ. Click here to donate to brave Keir Christie's fight against osteosarcoma. President-elect Donald Trump's presence was felt at UFC 309 hours before he arrived at the arena. Scores of Secret Service agents patrolled the venue to make sure it was safe for him to enter hours before the first fight of the night. And he blew the roof off the arena as he made his way to his cage-side seat next to Dana White moments before the main card got underway. Fans broke out into chants of USA, USA, USA as he strolled to the cage to Kid Rock's American Badass. But they cheered even louder when he treated them to his viral YMCA dance, which Jones mimicked seconds after stopping Miocic. Michael Chandler's hopes of a second shot at lightweight gold, and potentially the opportunity to welcome Conor McGregor back to the octagon, went up in a plume of New York smoke. The fan favorite suffered a unanimous decision defeat to former 155-pound champion Charles Oliveira in UFC 309's co-main event. He didn't show any emotions inside the octagon after the defeat, although he was clearly a forlorn figure as he made his way past press row. And he had a touching moment with his wife Brie, kissing her before heading off backstage. Interim heavyweight champ Tom Aspinall made a subdued arrival into the VIP seats at Madison Square Garden just before the main card got underway. But thanks to some bizarre seating arrangements from the UFC, he and Dad Andy had to walk past Jones' family to get to their seats. Aspinall had to walk past Jones' NFL-playing brothers Arthur and Chandler as well as his rival's dad, who he nodded to as he walked past. Talk about an awkward moment. Just days after revealing his intention to fight again, former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder decided to take in some fights in person. The Bronze Bomber had one of the best seats in the house for the card, sitting just behind veteran announcer Bruce Buffer in the VIP section. And he was all smiles as he took in the fights, which he arrived for just before the start of the final preliminary bouts. UFC fans have long loved veteran commentator Joe Rogan, who has been calling fights for over 2 decades. And he was mobbed by scores of them as he made his way for a bathroom break between 2 preliminary fights. Thankfully for the 56-year-old, the barrier and security kept the adoring fans from getting to him. And he cut a relieved figure as he made his way back to his seat to get back to chopping it up with colleagues Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones. Sunsport's live coverage was brought to you in association with TNT Sports Box Office.